Yo, what up, Fragcom? It's Horror Sense. We're back at it again with another video for you guys, and we're looking at something that's very controversial. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I wasn't gonna be like the rest of the crowd and just throw it out there, but we're gonna review this product today, and we're looking at this one right here. We all know about this one, Creed's Aventus. Mine is a 16L01 batch. People talk about batches. And I believe that, you know what, there's a lot of differences. You got the earlier batches with more birch. My batch has more pineapple. Let's just get into it, guys. So, you know, this is one of my most expensive bottles that I've actually purchased, along with some of the other ones that I have. This was one of my very first niche fragrances that I picked up probably about a year ago. So I've had it for a year. As you guys can see, there's not too much of a dent in it because I just don't want to use it. I really try to conserve as much as I possibly can, and who knows, I may even flip it later down the line. I know that this is a highly sought after batch. We all know, you know, nice little design on the cap with that crown. You got the batch information down here on the bottom. You guys can see that. The atomizer is perfectly beautiful, and I'm gonna spray it this way because I want it to go on me, not anywhere else where I could waste the juice. You know what? One to the camera. It's a beast mode atomizer. You guys know about it. The cool thing about this fragrance, guys, is the longer I let it sit, the better it gets for me as far as the actual projection, the longevity of it. So, you know, when people talk about letting your fragrances sit, you know, shit just gets better over time, especially this fragrance right here, guys. I mean, I'm not really getting too great of projection for myself per se. I'm getting probably, I would say, 6 to 7 hours of longevity with it for something that's around $200 to sometimes people pay $250, even $300, $400 for the higher end, earlier batches. I'm just not too sure. You know, I got some other ones that are here that I'll go over with, but we're talking mostly about this one right here. You know, it's just something that a lot of Fragcom really talk about. You got your Fragcom Aventus junkies that have like 20 Aventus bottles, if not more, that they're constantly getting and raffling off in the fragrance groups on Instagram or on Facebook. So if you guys don't already are not on those Facebook groups, or I always mention it, guys, get on them. You can get a good deal for this stuff. People are selling these, you know, like I said, up to $200, $300. I'm not sure how much this one will go for, but I love it for those special occasions. It's something that, for me, for the first couple of hours, there's nothing that beats it. I swear, guys, it's there, but then after a certain amount of time, it then kind of dissipates on me, which is why I tend to linger more to the Green Irish Tweed, because that one lasts more on my skin. So everybody's skin is different. You know, the clothing, it'll stay there. It's just, it lightens down a little bit for myself. And again, after I let it sit, I think I've gotten maybe an hour more projection with it after I let it sit for like 6 months. So the newer batches, guys, I would say like 17, 18, let them, you know, kind of sit out for a bit. Don't really use it too often. Don't just kind of spray it on like water, because this shit's expensive, guys. So just let it sit and let it linger over time, and I guarantee you things will get better with this stuff. What else can I say about it? You know, absolute women love this stuff, guys. I'm not even lying to you. Men and women both love this stuff. You know, you can get a lot of compliments from it. I don't really get too many compliments from Creed Aventus, guys, and I'm not like one of those asshole type of guys that have a bad look on my face or I'm not approachable. It's just, for me, it doesn't work. You know, Green Irish Tweed, I do get a little bit more compliments when it comes to that. So, like I said, I tend to venture off and reach for my Green Irish Tweed a little bit more. You know, projection, like I talked to you guys about it, like the 4th and 5th hour in, it's there. You know, 5th and 6th for me, it kind of goes a little bit into like a skin scent for myself. But that's okay, because it's still on your clothing. Like I said, add a little sprays on the shoulders, whatever, and you guys should be okay. I mean, the presentation on this stuff is amazing, though. I mean, they put a lot of attention to detail with it. You know, you got that handcrafted wrap around, so you can see right in here, mine isn't perfectly flush. So it's just, it's really good, guys. What else can I say about Creed Aventus that you guys already don't know? I mean, I honestly, guys, this is probably one of the most, I would say, cloned fragrances that is out in the market, along with copied Creed bottles. You know, you get a lot of people who get a lot of fakes that are out there. I would say, you know, don't really purchase anything on eBay unless you know that the person has like 100 or 95 percentile rating, or else you're gonna get scammed, to be completely honest with you. And you gotta know what you're looking for. You know, the cap, you got the atomizer right in here. You pull that off. It cannot be metal in here. This all has to be plastic. So that's something that'll give it away and let you know. You know, down here on the bottom, you got your batch code. As I'm trying to get a little bit better, you can see it kind of right in there. And those are kind of your ideas to get a better perspective as to you're getting something that's legitimate. I got this for a really great deal, guys. Like I always talk to you guys about OfferUp and the other sites that are out there that you can get them from. I actually picked this one up for about 120 bucks. So I got a really good deal on it. No trade was involved. What else can I say about this scent, guys? Unisex, perfectly fine. Men and women can wear this. It doesn't go too masculine or feminine. It's a very, very beautiful compensation that I seem to get more compliments from more of the men. So this is something that a lot of the men love. You know, you're going to see it in a lot of, like I said, those Frag Junkie, Creed Aventus fans. They just absolutely dig it. So other than that, guys, I mean, I don't have much more to say. The atomizer, like I said, is perfect. I love the presentation of the bottle. I love how it's all practically original. As far as them being able to wrap this stuff by hand, they just take their time with it. And that's kind of it, guys. But I want to go ahead and give you guys an idea of some compensations or imitations that are out there that you guys can take a look at. Some are leaning more towards lemony or birch, or they don't. I've heard that they really kind of imitate Creed Aventus, but I'm gonna let you guys know for sure what's up. So let's start off with the one that I find least like Creed Aventus, and it's not necessarily because it lacks the depth or anything of the fragrance, because it just doesn't last anything close to it. And we're gonna go ahead and look at this one, Zara's Vibrant Leather. You know, great scent, guys, but I'm only getting honestly, 2 hours of longevity with this stuff. You know, I believe they've discontinued this on Zara's website. I actually bought this from them, where I went into one of their drawers and saw that this was in there, and they let me purchase it for the actual YouTube. So that's one. Let's go into another one. This one is talked about as far as being a clone or imitation, but I don't believe so. I think it's got its own characteristics with it that doesn't make it anything even close to Creed Aventus. And everybody talks about the Mancera Cedrat Boys. So great scent, a little bit more masculine, but still it dries down, a little boozy. I enjoy this scent a lot. I haven't used it that much because I have a lot of stuff that have come in that I've been sampling. And honestly, guys, that's this one right here. So Cedrat Boys. All right, so then we're going into the next one, which is, you know, I liked it when I first got it, but as soon as I got the real Creed Aventus, because this came first, I was like, you know what, I can't use it. It's been sitting for a while, and it's the Insurrection Pure 2. You know, it's great. It's an okay scent, guys. Nothing really, you know, beastly about it. For me, it lasts about 4 hours. You know, the sprayer, it's okay. You can get this for 25 bucks. Maybe even 25, 30 bucks. You know, more pineapple you're getting with it. So if you like the pineapple, this will be okay. And I've actually even mixed it, or I would say I sprayed it with another one that's in the list to make this one be the more pineapple and the other one to me being more birch that I prefer. All right, so let's go on to the next one. And we're looking at, I don't have a full bottle of it, and this one was just a regular decant. This was the Pineapple Vintage, regular Pineapple Vintage, okay? So this one was okay. I used quite a bit of it. This one came a little also before the Creed Aventus when I got it, and I just wasn't getting that much of performance either for me. It wasn't lasting that long. I got like 4 or 5 hours with it, but it's still okay. So this one's about $100, but there's one in here that I really enjoy that is a lot cheaper. But this one is a pineapple beast. So if you like that pineapple note, you got this one to go with as far as where I feel like it's the best of the pineapple imitations that are out there. Next is going to be one that I just recently got from someone who actually gave it to me to review, and you guys actually have seen it. If you haven't, check it out on my videos. I don't have a playlist or anything, but it's on my actual list of videos, and we're looking at the Pineapple Vintage X-Patch. You know, this one, you're getting a lot, like people talk about Dior Sauvage with Pineapple Vintage or whatever, and I get that same characteristic as well with the scent. So this one is not really at all like Creed Aventus, but it's still giving a little bit of that vibe, the first initial sprays. You know, you're getting that first, I would say 10 to 15 minutes of like, man, this is some hella great spray. And it then goes off into a Sauvage meltdown, honestly. So next is going to be one that I've been hated on a little bit, and I'm sorry, it just didn't work out for me. They've talked about it a lot. It's selling for cheap, and we're looking at the Dua 13ZZ. Guys, I mean, you guys got to try it out. I think people are selling it for like $30. Get your hands on it if you can get it for $30. It's worth that, but not worth the $65 that I paid for it. So I won't go into more on that one, but again, 13ZZ, which is supposed to remind everyone of the 13Z01 or whatever it is of the more birchiness. So now I got a toss up between the two best clones, and what I personally feel, because one is a mixture of both pineapple and the old birch, and I absolutely love it. I'm getting great performance with it. I think I want to get a bottle of it, and I don't have it's all ripped up and I don't have much of it. But you're looking at another one from Pineapple Vintage, and this one is the Noir, the regular Noir, not the Noir Intense or Beyond Noir, the regular Noir. I love this stuff, guys. It's got birch, it's got the pineapple, it does everything perfectly fine. I'm getting about 5 hours of performance with it. Again, this is another one that you can get for like $100 that I believe is the best for me, the best when it comes to higher end imitations of the Creed Aventus. So again, the Pineapple Vintage Noir. I'm gonna get a bottle of this. Now the next one is my favorite. It's cheap and everyone knows about it, and I'm not gonna go further into detail. We're looking at the Club de Nuit Intense for men. Guys, that's it. I've already ran 13 minutes in one of my longer videos for you guys. I love this stuff though, guys. It's just, for me, I'm not too sure, and if you guys don't agree with me, I'm sorry, but I'm not too sure this juice is $200, $300, $400 for it. So if you guys want to comment, leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. And again, continue to like my content, continue to share. I'm only going to give you guys the truth and what I believe. Now understand, perfumes, colognes are very controversial. People have their own DNAs or pH levels or whatever how they call it, and they may work better for you. But for me, it just doesn't. So let me know what you guys think. Again, if you haven't subscribed and you're watching the video, please do subscribe to the channel. Would love to see new subscribers. No edits. This shit was completely done in one take. Who does that shit? Huh? No one. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's get the subscriber count up to 1,000. Let's make it happen. Like, comment. If you want to dislike, do it. I don't care. You're still watching the video. Until next time, guys. Peace.